Hey everyone, welcome to Black Midwife Cooking with Chef Fia Monroe, Birthing Change. And today we're going to talk about the root vegetables. So part of the African American postpartum food tradition, of course, always comes out of Africa. So though I talk about African American postpartum foods, our foods are from Africa. I've learned so much during this series with you all that the root vegetables such as well, first, there's so many foods that come from Africa, and the few I'm going to name off that I've learned so far. Did you know that sesame seeds, Benin, comes from Africa? So we eat sesame, tahini, that's African. Basil, lettuce comes out of Egypt. Peppermint has been found first in Egypt. Black-eyed peas, okra, what the real name is gumbo, squash, watermelon, rice. So those are just a few of the things. So when we're eating these foods, know that you're eating you're eating African origin food. If you are African American, and this series for everyone, by the way, I know that I have all type of visitors from around the world, and I welcome you. But I want to speak in terms of culture and the makeup of your DNA. So if you are African descent, it's important to eat foods that come from your country. And so really like things like spaghetti and macaroni, I know that they're southern food, but they're not African descent food. We really are a rice people. And if you're eating brown rice, it's going to digest a lot slower and less chance of getting diabetes. But now for the roots. I have the turnip root and I have a yam. One yam is already peeled, the other one's not peeled yet. But definitely the roots foods are things that the southern midwives and people ate. And the root vegetables are very important. They have some forms of estrogen, so it's really good for just women's bodies in general, for reducing so-called female problems. It is a starch. It has different types of minerals and nutrients in them. And so what I've already done, I already peeled one here. And basically you just want to take your knife and I just kind of skin mine this way. I don't want to take a lot of the meat off. So I'm not going to like peel it. I'm more of just kind of like skinning it this way. And then once it's all done, it's going to look like this. So now I'm going to just take this. I'm going to move a little bit closer. I'm going to cut this up, if you can see me. So yeah, so now I'm just going to cut it up. And I'm going to, now you could just cut it up and put it in, you cut it and put it in your, bake it, but I'm actually going to boil mine. I'm going to make a mashed yam. So kind of like mashed potatoes. The water's in here. I'm going to rinse it. You already rinsed everything off. So I'm going to boil this and make a nice mashed yam. Or you call sweet potato as well. But this is what we call, this one is a yam, a yellow yam. I'm going to mash it up. I'm going to eat it with some curry chicken. And curry also is in Kenya. So we can call that one of our foods as well, the spices. And I'm going to take this turnip, I'm going to bake this separate, and I'm going to mix some collard greens, and I'm going to have this delicious dinner. And so I just want to share with us getting used to eating some of the root vegetables, beets, sweet potatoes, yams, turnips, rutabaga. And if you know some other ones that have African origin, I'm out of the South as well, please let me know. So thank you all for joining me again on Black Midwives Cooking. And find your root vegetables and add them to your diet. Reduce your white pasta foods and replace them with the root vegetables. You're going to be a lot healthier, a lot better. And for a new mom, definitely I can mash this up and give this to her with coconut oil, butter, cinnamon, any way that she likes it, with a small soup on the side. And so though we do talk about wet foods, it's also still important to have the starch. She needs the carbohydrates to help give her the energy for breastfeeding, for holding the baby, for dealing with other children, and just carbohydrates in general makes the body function. All right, you all, thank you.